recap. Let's get into it. Let's get into the trade that I took, which was a break-even trade on the 1 minute. I took a 1 minute inversion to the downside. It was a mech model. If you don't know what the mech model is, I'll get into it on my Path to Profitability Bootcamp. Also, check out at PB Blake Official on Instagram. That's his model, but I'll also be teaching it in my own variational way. Okay, so let's break this down. Let's break it down from the daily all the way down to that 1 minute. So I was bullish on the day, and you're like, well, okay, if you're bullish, why did you take a short? Let's get into it. Bullish on the daily, bullish on the hourly, bullish on the 4 hour, right? Bullish, 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 right? I was initially bearish until I saw these low resistance liquidity, and I saw that we were, put in a change in the state on the 15 and displaced above these 1 hour internal highs, 4 hour high right here, 4 hour gap, and we took out this low resistance liquidity. All right, but let's get into this. All right, this trade. Obviously, we're trading higher, right? Makes sense. But what you can do is if you don't catch the big move up like that, right? If there's no entry up in your continuation, what you can do is do a mech model, right? A mech model is just picking the targets that you have, like high key areas, like this low resistance liquidity and this buy side is a really good area for price to bounce off of and retrace back into any sort of fair value gap, right? So this was a 3 minute fair value gap. So if we go to the 3 minute, you can see the 3 minute fair value gaps right there. That's where I was targeting. Obviously, you can see it hit right after, I entered. But the important thing is that it would have stopped me out, right? Would have stopped me out because price went up and the news opened, right? 10 a.m. news, and then that's what caused it to dump. All right. So that was the trade today. It was a break-even trade. It didn't make pretty much anything, right? 70 cents or something, right? So now what do we have? We have a, another opportunity that I thought, right? I was like, okay, wait, hold up, right? We have this, bullish 3 minute inversion, and we have this resting high right here. Oh my gosh, this is a great trade, right? This is a great trade. I'll put the stop loss right there. I mean, I guess it would have worked, but I put the stop loss right there to get that good risk to reward, and I'm like, okay, well, there's an SMT right here as well. I promise, there was an SMT right there. We were in the discount of the range. Beautiful. If you don't understand these concepts, I'm going to go over them in my bootcamp, Path to Profitability. It's also going to be on my YouTube. Check it out, all right? Second video is coming out today. So then I was like, okay, we have this inversion. This is nice. I could take this, right? I could take this, and obviously it wouldn't have hit, right? So this is why I call it fade, right? I faded the idea of trading. Why did I fade this idea? Well, with ES, okay, with ES, we closed on the 15 minute bearish, super bearish right here, right? We inversed all of these gaps. This is the right side, by the way. We inversed all these gaps, 2 gaps we inversed with this giant candle, right? And on here, we were super bullish, right? We were super bullish. I was like, okay, well, that's kind of weird, That's a crazy retrace to just disrespect these gaps, right? So what did I do instead, okay? Instead, what did I do? I was like, okay, well, also there's not a lot of momentum. There's not really a lot of momentum for the 3 minute. It took 2 candles to invert. I mean, it's still decent momentum, but it's not a lot. And the uncorrelation. So the uncorrelation between the pairs faded the idea. We missed out on that trade, but it was going to be a losing trade, so that's really good for us, really good for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys learned something, let me know. If you have any questions, put them in the comments or shoot me a DM at cbaxtertrades with a Z, and I'll be sure to reply. All right, that's the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.